Ladies and gentlemen, we have done it. We have found the bottom of the barrel TikToker. This woman right here has such a need for attention. You're going to find out what she does. Now, I found this on August the Duck's channel. I will link the original below. He does a great job describing everything and really cutting through the BS so we can get the meat and potatoes of this degenerate situation. Let's get into it.
I've been to funerals before, but never for a baby. So it's just, yeah. I don't actually drink tequila, but she's gonna need it.
Well guys, today's a bad one. Somehow in 2024, people are still finding new lows to stoop to when it comes to what people are willing to try and turn into social media content. The concept of privacy seems to be dead. No, unfortunately, you are not reading the title incorrectly. Today we are taking a look at a TikToker who decided that it would be a good idea to try and vlog the funeral of her friend's baby. Now, some of you may have heard about this already because this situation has been unfolding for quite some time at this point, but this is something I just learned about this week thanks to a YouTuber named Jake Doolittle. If it wasn't for his video popping up in my recommended, I would have never heard about this. So shout out Jake for bringing this to an American audience, because this whole situation is just terrible. Now, from my understanding, this all started about 6 months ago when a TikToker named Tasha Page uploaded a TikTok, which was essentially a vlog of her going to another TikToker's child's funeral named Veruca Salt. And since that video was uploaded, a whole lot more has come out that shows that Tasha was not only inappropriate in vlogging the funeral, she did numerous other things at the funeral or surrounding it that were far, far worse. And those things are what we're going to be taking a look at today. But first, we're going to start with the video that sort of set all of this in motion, the original vlog that Tasha Page uploaded. So let's not waste any more time. Let's begin. Please subscribe.
And now I just got Veruca some John Julio. I don't know how to say this shit. I don't actually drink tequila, but she's gonna need it.
Okay, so apologies for the dog shit audio quality. A lot of these videos have been deleted and re-uploaded over and over again. But we're not even at the funeral yet, and this is already pretty insane. Of all the things I could think of to bring to a grieving mother at the funeral of her baby, hard liquor's gotta be the worst option imaginable. Yeah, let's take an addictive depressant to somebody who's going through what is likely the most difficult thing they've ever experienced in their life. That sounds like a solid idea. And then
beyond just taking the liquor there to a baby's funeral, the fact that she even thought, let me turn on my camera, pre-planned, turn on my camera, sitting outside the funeral, and actually turn it on so I can upload a video of me bringing liquor to this. Like, imagine the thought process that says, this is a good idea. This is smart. This will go viral. This will get me views, because she has no reason to post this other than she wants it to go viral. This is what, the people on TikTok and social media, they want to get views. And a lot of times they'll do the most extreme things, the most inappropriate things, those things that are counterculture or anti-social, which is more like it, psychopathic, and have no empathy. They cannot empathize with anyone. So to them, it's a means to an end. Baby's funeral. What? This will be great. No one's ever vlogged that before. I'll be the first.
The nonchalant nature of how she's like, yeah, she's gonna need it. Like, what? This is not somebody who just had a bad week at work or something and wants to forget it. This is somebody who just lost their kid. This is insane.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a pretty heavy day. I've been to funerals before, but never for a baby. So it's just, there's not a lot to say, to be honest.
There's just something really, really off about how this lady is acting. Look, apparently they did not know each other for that long. I'm not saying that you need to be completely torn up over the loss of somebody else's child. I mean, it's pretty hard to mourn somebody that you don't know. But even with that being said, there's still something that just seems off about this behavior. Just sitting there like, yeah, it's probably not gonna be the best day ever, and just sitting there twirling her hair. It's just kind of weird. This does not seem like a person who has headed to the funeral of a baby. Now, the rest of the video is just her footage of the funeral, and even if this is where this story ended, if this is all there was to talk about, I cannot imagine going to a funeral, much less the funeral of a baby of a person you don't even really know apparently, and your first thought is to film a TikTok? To me, that is a sign that not only is there probably something wrong with you, but you also need to get off of social media immediately. You've lost touch with reality. But as I talked about earlier, this is not where this ends. Now, the timeline is a little bit foggy for me. I've been having some trouble nailing down exactly when everything happened because a lot of this has just been talked about in random Reddit posts. A lot of the stuff we're going to be looking at today has been deleted off of social media, so it's kind of hard for me to know when everything happened and what exactly caused what. But from my understanding, a few months after this happened, Tasha Page uploaded a video where she talked about how a friend of hers never thanked her for a baby shower gift. The friend she was referring to in that video being Veruca Salt. Tasha said some nasty shit about Veruca, and I believe this led to Veruca releasing a video of Tasha giving a speech at her baby's funeral where she says some stuff that is genuinely some of the most disgusting shit I've ever heard come out of a human's mouth.
So she's mad that I was never thanked for a baby shower? Is this what did she actually go to this child's baby shower? And now, or is she considering this the shower? So she goes online and is mad that she's not thanked for her gift. The level of delusion, of narcissism you have to have. Regardless, she was supposed to thank you for this, for a gift. Again, we don't know if it was the baby shower or this funeral. Maybe she's confused. She seems quite crazy. And even so, let's say it was for the baby shower that you went to that. She's lost her child and you're upset that she didn't thank you for a gift? How? How do you even fix your mind to be this degenerate? What? This woman shouldn't even be allowed to have children. Imagine, like, she has no discernment. She is unfit for anything. This is peak depravity.
We can speak. We can say something.
Wait, I'm going to rewind this because I want to read what's actually on the screen as it's coming out. So it says, after specifically being told not to speak, Tasha pipes up from the crowd when the funeral director is talking to me. So this is the mother, right, that is talking. We can speak, we can say something, and that is the funeral director telling the mother, hey, come say some words. It's okay.
We can speak. We can say something. It's a woman.
She's walking closer to take her moment. Look what she has on. Is this a mini skirt at a funeral for a baby? Really? Yeah, she's got me all the way. Can you, if this was she wouldn't have made it past the door with any of this.
And we'll continue to do so.
Here's her full speech of random garbage. Everyone tears immediately dry up. Imagine this is the mother having to recount this because this woman made a TikTok about how you weren't thankful for her baby shower gift. Meanwhile, this is what you did.
I never got the pleasure to make cash because of my own circumstances as workers.
Okay, so as you can see on the screen, Tasha was specifically asked not to speak at this funeral. So obviously that is one huge reason as to why you would not do this. But I think another big reason is the first thing she says. She says, I never got the opportunity to meet him. Then why are you making a speech? Especially after you were asked not to. This behavior is unacceptable. Now the next minute or so is basically just drunk rambling. It's not the most offensive thing ever, but it's a speech that should not have been given. It's just her saying nothing over and over and over again. She repeats herself, she contradicts herself. Like at one point she says, I can't imagine what you're going through, I can never put myself in your shoes. And then literally like 10 seconds later she says, I know how hard this must be for you. It's just a bunch of nonsense. Not to mention she's leaning on the fucking hearse the entire time. It's just a pretty gross look into the mind of this lady when she can't even go 10 minutes at the funeral of a baby without trying to make it about her. But after this, it gets significantly worse.
Ash is the most loved little baby that there will ever be by all the batteries.
It said, I'm in the middle of hugging my friend when Tasha starts again. Then it says, awkward laughing at her because what are you doing?
By all the baddies with the fucking gold courage in Queensland. He is the most fucking baddie attention man that will ever be.
Now, if you couldn't make that out, don't worry, neither could I. It took me about a dozen listens to figure out what was being said, but she's basically calling the baby a chick magnet. Her exact words are a baddie attention man. Keep in mind, this is a 2-month-old child. Apparently, this was referencing the fact that there were a lot of women at the funeral, and instead of saying something to the effect of, look at all these people who cared about this child, she chose to say that he attracts baddies. What a fucking psycho.
On the Gold Coast, made him live with like everlasting pussy and peace.
Yeah, and this is where you would have been escorted out. The fact that everybody stayed so calm when she said this is honestly pretty respectable. So not only has this woman now proven that she is incredibly self-centered, has no respect for anybody around her, but is also sick in the head. To say at the funeral of a 6-week-old child, may him live with forever lasting pussy, you've got to be a sick motherfucker. That is one of the most insane things I've ever heard a person say. To not only try and make somebody's funeral all about you, but to be willing to say stuff like this in general. The people still following or supporting this woman are genuinely lost causes. Now, after this...
Wait, I just want to read what each thing says so you know what's going on. Yeah, may him live with like forever lasting pussy and peace. Keep going. My best friend's dad, my son is literally named after his son, interrupts her to get her to stop talking. Yeah. Someone else starts talking to make sure she doesn't start again. Tasha coming in for more airtime. She was going up to talk some more. My other sister coming in to get her off me. Wow. A 2-month-old, 6-week baby. This is what she says at the funeral with the family. These are baddies. These are his family, the grandmother, his aunts. How depraved. Again, I repeat what I said. This woman should not be around children. To even think of a baby in those terms, that's dangerous. I don't know anybody who would even make a joke about a baby like that that's alive, let alone at his funeral. Like, there's lines you cross and there's forgiveness, but this right here is beyond help. She's cooked.
The people still following or supporting this woman are genuinely lost causes. Now, after this video was uploaded and Tasha started receiving a lot of backlash, she uploaded like a 10-minute long video trying to defend herself. But honestly, after watching through it, I don't think it's worth showing. Not surprisingly, the entire time, all she's doing is blaming everybody but herself for her actions. She blames most of her behavior on one of two things. The first one being that apparently there was too much alcohol at the funeral, which I guess means that she was just forced to drink it. And the second thing being that before the funeral, she had recently gotten an abortion, which, look, I can understand how attending a funeral like this would likely bring up a lot of emotions if you just went through that. But in the video, she mentions that she thought that might have been an issue, and some of her friends said the same thing. If you were thinking that and you were unsure on whether or not you'd be able to handle yourself at a funeral, you shouldn't have gone. Sure, hindsight is 20/20, but I can almost guarantee you that this lady would have much much rather you had not shown up than you showing up and doing what you did. Now, the last thing we're going to take a look at is an Instagram post from Veruca. This was posted a few weeks ago, and it's quite a lot, so we're not going to be going through all of it. What we're going to be focusing on are the parts that further detail Tasha's behavior at this funeral. So the first thing that stood out to me is apparently Tasha was talking about getting cream pied at a fucking funeral, while apparently there were children nearby to hear about it, which, I mean, that's insane in any setting, talking freely.
Let me read it to you because I just cannot believe it. Entire funeral, she is following me around and being extremely inappropriate. I'm outside in the backyard with some people and she's on the floor in a mini skirt, legs spread, talking about getting cream pied. My 7-year-old sister is playing in the grass with my stepdad. I'm blocking it. Sorry. I'll move it over. Yeah. My stepdad takes her inside. Obviously, because why the F is this girl spread-legged on the floor? Again, remember the setting. Remember why she's there.
Talking freely about something like that with kids nearby, to even think about bringing that up at a funeral? What the fuck? We've got another section that says she walked into his room and started taking pictures. She was touching his clothes. I mean, this is just very strange behavior. This part reads, the entire funeral, she would not shut the fuck up about her abortion. She's telling everyone all about it. She's outside with my sister saying, I know how your sister feels. I just had an abortion. Which, comparing a voluntary abortion to someone's child passing away, that's fucking absurd. She also talks about how
the fact, what he just said, I mean, you chose to delete your child, her child she wanted and was going to a loving home, and whatever circumstances took her child, this is a beyond tragic for this family, for this woman. And you're comparing that you got bussed down in the streets and decide to delete your baby. So now it's all about you and you need to talk about this. It's like she's using this baby's funeral as like it's her grieving, her healing process, her grieving process. It's not about them. It's not about supporting other people. It's not about being at this child's funeral. No, it's about her feeling better about her life choices and the things that she's done and probably feels guilty about. And the fact that she's probably thinking, well, I deleted this baby. He's probably up there getting as much, puss as much as he wants. Like, this is, you definitely shouldn't have had a baby.
All the filming was done secretly, that she had no idea she was going to post basically a vlog of her kid's funeral. It's just such an awful situation, and I don't understand how.
Guys, this is insane. I agree with all the commentary. I'm probably even more outraged, maybe because I'm a woman and I'm a mother and I understand like this would be beyond unforgivable on every level, in every circumstance. This is depraved. And think about it. This is this woman, her memory now is thinking about, she has to tie forever the memory of her child to this woman and what she did at her baby's funeral. That is a living hell, a living nightmare. I mean, honestly, she should sue at this point or something. The secret footage, anything. Find a lawyer, do something. I don't even know. But nothing would be able to fix this for her in her mind. And the fact that she actually was mad. I bought a baby shower gift and you didn't thank me after she did all this. We are living in the end times. Guys, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about this one, and I will see you on the next one.